Hello, Week 11 participants. It's Brad here, and I hope you're going to use this week, Week 11 of our semester, to catch up on any missing assignments, but more importantly, to research and start building your presentation on 3 majors. So if you look in our course, we do have those presentations that are going to be due next week. And so what they're really about is 3 majors that have your attention, finding out about those. Now, really what it's all about is learning a new tool also. So I recommend learning Prezi if you've never used Prezi before, or Google Presentations. They're really easy to use. It's like a PowerPoint. I just don't want you to use PowerPoint because you've already done a PowerPoint. You know how that works. So let's do something new. And so really, I think that the building the presentations is going to be the most important thing other than meeting with Caitlin. Now, there's about 5 of you who have not met with Caitlin yet this semester, and it's time. It's time to meet with her this week. So get in touch with Caitlin so that we can do that. Now, next week is when we're going to be doing our presentations. And if I go to the content area of our course, wait for that to load, and I click on the intended majors discussion forum just past the assignment, because hopefully you've seen that. I could get to the same thing by just clicking on the discussions on our internal navigation for the course. But you notice the intended majors discussion forum is our first thing. So this is where you're going to do your presentation. We have this forum set up about intended majors, and what I want you to do is actually in there under this particular topic, 3 majors that have your attention, include undergraduate majors that interest you, what colleges they're in, details, images, any perspective from other students would be awesome. What are the requirements of getting that major? How's it going to help you find a career? And then really, what jobs are out there? Like, are you going to be able to get a job in that particular field? And then the ways to learn about those majors is, again, you compile resources about the major off the internet. There's a lot of stuff out there, and I link to it in our content area. Go and visit the colleges, talk to the office staff, take pictures, ask questions of students, pick up resources, just talk to people. Heck, next time you're at a hockey game, just ask somebody sitting next to you, what are you majoring in? Maybe they're in that major, so you can find out. And then meet with an advisor. I mean, it's really important this week to meet with your advisor, but the advisor can also help you figure out the majors. Again, they're an advisor. So talking to your advisor has 2 purposes right now this week. First thing is it helps you with the 3 intended majors project, but the second thing it does that's so important is you can get your access code to register for classes for the spring semester. The advisors have those and you need it. So that's really what we're doing this week is we're working on the intended majors. Now, I did open up discussion post number 8, so it's now open, You can start your semester over again. What would you do differently? That's really what it's all about. What do you know now that you wish you would have known when you first started college? So that's going to be our discussion post number 8. If you look in our Dropbox, I opened up in the Dropbox, and something to notice in the Dropbox is, do you notice that there's this per page thing? And I think by default it's set to 20 things per page. Well, you notice that we have more than 1 page of assignments now because we've been doing enough stuff in this course. So something I recommend is to set where it says 20 per page, set that to 50 or 100. I would set it to 100. And then you'll see all the assignments. Otherwise, you might miss some of the assignments. So you notice what we have going on is journal number 8's open, and there's a required reading that you need to do before you do the journal entry. And really, what that is it's all about the first-year experience. It's called Making the Connections. It's actually the reading that every first-year student has to do. In a lot of places, like if you're in the honors course, you have to actually write a big paper on it. But for us, we're just doing a journal entry. So check out the reading, Making the Connections. I'll open this thing up so you can see it. Wait for it to download. It's not that big of a file, so it should download onto your computer pretty quickly. Other than that, let's make sure to do campus events this week and catch up on those. We're on our 8th campus event out of 10 for the semester. So make sure to go to those campus events, go attend things that are happening on campus so that you can write your paper on it. And also, it's really about you. It's about you exploring campus, learning what things you like and what you don't. Some people love the hockey games. Some people like going to movie nights. Some people like the dances. Hopefully, there's something good you can write about. if I get this thing to open just to show it to you, the making the connections, reading. So it's really all about rethinking the curriculum, about how the curriculum works. And again, it's a scholarly article, so you're working on learning how to read these scholarly articles, and then checking it out. So it's something that all first-year students are doing. So I want to make sure you're doing it. You get that thing read, and for you, it's just a journal assignment, so pretty easy there. But basically, that's what I wanted to show you so far inside of our Dropbox, just to let you know. In our quizzes section of our course, I have opened up the Gila quiz number 4. So quiz number 4 is open and ready for you. So please give it a click. You could have the start quiz button will show up on your screen. It just doesn't show up on mine. It's on chapters 6 and 7 of our book, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. And you get up to 3 attempts. So you can actually take the quiz up to 3 times, and I'll give you the best score out of those 3. So give it a try, see what you think. If I go back to the content area of our course, you notice that there is quite a bit of information in our Week 11 content. You know, here's a list of undergraduate majors, undergraduate majors in our group. So you can kind of see what's out there, what programs are there for you to choose from, because you have to choose 3. Here's a list of the colleges and schools, what's happening in these colleges and schools. So check it out. They're the ones that are going to have the majors. So it's a big piece of our assignment. Now, I think a lot of you might have one major, let's say, that you want to do, something you're interested in, and maybe your parents have a major that's different than what you want to do, but they think you should do that. Here's an opportunity to be able to look at 3 different majors and figure out what's going to be the best one for you. So there is a lot of information about that on top of student services. There's a lot of good services on campus. So I put some links in for that if you're looking for it. And academic resources, which I think is even more important, those academic resources. Now, one of the things, and it's all over our course, is I do want you to meet with your advisor. I'm just going to click on the Advising Center's website here. And the reason is you need to meet with your advisor. If you don't know who it is, click on this Who is My Advisor on the Advising webpage. I actually link to it right off the home page. You type in your SCSU ID and password, boom, it's going to give you your advisor and who your advisor is. You can't register for classes in the spring without meeting with your advisors. They hold a key. This key code, this access code for you to use. So I just wanted to make sure you knew that. Now also, this week is a great week to catch up on current events. If you haven't done 8 current event papers and submitted them into the Dropbox of our course, this is the week to catch up on them and get a bunch done. There's a lot of good things happening this week if you're interested. Nancy Johnson speaking. She's talking about, business development. Might be interesting. There's an international film series going on. Job searching, networking workshops, conferences are happening. They're really interesting if you're interested in that. I think these workshops are awesome. Internship prep of what to do for your internships. Women on Wednesdays going on. So there really are a lot. Something that I think is useful, and maybe you don't, but eventually you're going to learn Microsoft Excel. I mean, everybody has to use it on every job. There isn't really a job where you don't have to know Excel these days, because it's the basis for a lot of other spreadsheet programs. So there are workshops going on Excel this week. There's actually a series of 8 of them, and this is just one of them. I think this is the most useful of the Excel workshops because it's all about functions and formulas, how to make computers do math for you. And it's put on by Kristen Carlson. She's awesome. You'd really, really like her. She's actually using my old materials for this course. So I think it would be a useful one if you're looking for a workshop that's different than something you've attended in the past. I highly recommend Excel functions and formulas. It's right in Centennial Hall 351, our room, so nice and easy. But other than that, there's a lot of things. If you're curious about what happens after you're a criminal and you steal from people, Hank Shea is here. He's talking about white-collar crime. There's a jazz concert happening this week. A lot of different things. I always like the live local music scene, so I'm into the music. But there's music going on in the Quarry this week, so you might want to check it out. And then you can do your current events on all these things. So TED is going on if you want to watch a movie, but some of you have had mixed responses with those movies. And then of course there's hockey and other things going on. Volleyball, the Cage Fest is happening, North Dakota hockey is going on this week. So all these things are things you should attend. Attend stuff that's happening on campus. And then after you attend it, go to the Dropbox. Go down to any of the campus events. Doesn't matter which one it is. I'll go down to campus event number 8 because that goes along with our week here. And then all you have to do is write about the event that you went to. So that's all you got to do. And then you submit it by adding the file. And you can put in comments, but you don't have to. It's all about submitting that file. And then you hit the submit button in the bottom right corner. That's going to take it, or you submit button in the upper right corner. But that's how you submit those campus events. Some of you haven't done them yet. And there's 10 of them all together for the semester. This is the 8th one. So let's get caught up on those things. So that's some of the big stuff that's happening this week. The course homepage tells you what's going on, what assignments are happening, and what reading we need to do. On the course homepage, I put a link right to the advisor lookup so you can find out who your advisor is. And I really do recommend Prezi. Here's just a link to Prezi's website, prezi.com, just to show you what Prezi does.
Through concept development, to illustrating the story of a lifetime. Prezi is about creativity and the visualization of thoughts in motion, helping you tell stories that get embraced, shared, and take on a life of their own. It is only through the share.
So the way, but Prezi is just such an easy tool to use. All you really have to do is log in, make a site, and in our Week 10 message over on the right side of our homepage, there's actually a little bit on Prezi, just to show you how Prezi works. So check out our Week 10 message for more information about Prezi. That's about what we got this week. Have a great week, and let me know if you have any questions.